Hey guys, I just wanted to put out this quick little video for a quick little update. I'm actually in the process of getting to actually move pretty soon. It's pretty exciting. So me and Kark are going to be moving to another state. Those of you that are close friends know exactly where we're moving to. I don't want to say just yet. So I'm not going to be putting out videos as much as the next coming couple of days until after we're settled. Kark actually has a couple of videos that he's already worked on, and they're all scheduled to, of course, come up when they do. So I will put a link in the description bar to his channel in case if you don't know his channel. Yeah, right now I'm actually on my Storm character right now, since I've actually turned her into a gardener too. So this is her pretty little red barn, and she's got her trees, and she has her wyvern mount over there that's just flying around. Today is Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. So actually, let me see if I can find my storm hair mount. Those of that are pretty much seasoned players of Wizard101 know that over at Wizard101central.com, they are actually in honor of I believe it's one of their staff members. That she passed away of cancer. I believe it was last year. So they named a mount after her, which is this cute little bunny thing, if you would just stop hopping around. It is called the Storm, I believe it's, hold on just a second. Oop. It is the, he's actually in the front of the house now. Let me go get him. He is the Storm Rider Hair Bunny, permanent mount. Wizard101 Central is actually having a raffle in which when you enter, of course you have to be a member, but if you enter the raffle, everybody wins one of these cute little mounts, and you get the code for it at the end of the month. So you don't get it right away, but it's something nice for them to do in her honor. So they named the mount after her because I think her name on Wizard101 Central was Lady Storm Rider. I do apologize if I got the name wrong, but yeah, I believe her name was Lady Storm Rider. Unfortunately, I didn't get the honor of meeting her because I actually joined Wizard101 Central a little after she passed away. So I wasn't that much of a member, that long of a member at Wizard101 Central. Although I believe Kark's been a long time member of them. He's made a bunch of friends on that side. Have been really great with him, and so he's had a really good experience with them. But yeah, you get that cute little mount there. So I had mine's last year. And, yeah, so if you don't have a mount, this is a great opportunity to sign up. Also, make friends in the community, because they will definitely help you. Because especially in Wizard101, if you don't have any friends online, that is a great place to meet friends. You can meet up, help in questing, help in farming, and you learn tips and tricks. Like, for instance, I actually have couch potatoes here, and couch potatoes drop a lot of megas, and right now I have like a protection spell for pests and stuff. This one I think protects for like 48 hours for like ranks 1 and 2. This one I think is a little longer, so I think it's like 48 or more hours, and this is like up to rank 3 in pests. I just like the way that the dragonflies look. That's why I actually used this one instead, and I think I protected these ones. Yep, these as well. But yeah, the couch potatoes actually drop megas. And then in between the harvestings, before it gets to Elder, it'll drop like a lot of low rank snacks, which actually sell really, really well. So if you're ever low on gold and you can't farm at like Halfang and the other places, you could definitely sell the snacks, which is what I do. What I do is I load up on all the snacks that are cheap snacks, and I load them into my shared bank, and if my other characters need money, I just pull out the snacks and sell it. They also drop TCs. I believe there's like Conviction and Fortify and all those really good TCs, especially those that are doing Darkmoor. The Fortify and Conviction are really great, especially for that first boss in the graveyard. And then some of the likes that the couch potatoes like are these I remember from the top of my head, King Parsleys. The best thing for King Parsleys, it's just, you don't have to harvest it. What do? You let it get to Elder, and you just leave it there. The couch potatoes will actually like it, but you'll have to take care of it until it gets to Elder. They also it's a little sandwich station. It's like right in the middle. You can actually craft that. The recipe for that is over in Grizzleheim. And they also these little guys, the gnomes, the tropical gnomes, which you can actually pick up at the bazaar. So that is buyable there. The sandwich station, I am not sure if you can buy it, but yeah, you have to craft it. It's very simple to craft it. It's pretty fairly simple. Then in the back of the house, I have, which I should have just left it in the front. I didn't realize it until like after I already planted them, because one from farming and from also the crown shop, you could actually buy the seeds. Now, if you don't have the crowns, you could farm for it if you do a search. Also, Wizard101 Central does list the places that these guys are dropped. But yeah, these are some of the likes that they like, and it's the Star Chalice. You could also pick up the recipe for that in Celestia. Again, that's a simple item that you can craft. It's pretty simple. Just since I have a small garden, one is just suffice, but if you have a really big garden like Karik actually had, I think he showed it in one of his videos, his huge garden of these guys. I think just after a while, all that beep bop beep boop bop kind of just get annoying. It's just with these guys, it's like I have to turn down the sound. So I do apologize if the sound is really loud. I was just fishing and I needed to hear like the little ping sound so I can fish. But yeah, it likes the Star Chalice. Again, the gnomes. I think a lot of the plants like the gnomes. The barn, of course, the red barn. So if you have the red barn, it's great. You already got one of the likes. And then it's the bubbling cauldron. Now, the bubbling cauldron you could actually buy in the crown shop. You could also farm for it. It is droppable, and you could also get it in pack drops, like the Halloween packs, which is where I got mine. But I believe it's in. Let's see. Yeah, here it goes. So it's like 530 crowns, and it does like that. So all you'll need is just really one if you have a small garden. Two, maybe if it's like a really big plot. But these guys do drop really good stuff. I mean, they're really good, reagents like sunstones, and it drops sandstones, and it drops amber, and it's a lot of good reagents that you need for crafting stuff, especially for like if you're already past or up to the Safari crafting quest, which is such a pain. If anybody has done that, they'll know. But yeah, these guys do drop. And then in between also, they'll also drop their own seeds. So they kind of have the same, I believe it's the same drop rate, Karak was telling me, as the prickly bear cactus with this, when it comes to the seeds. You don't always get the seed back at Elder, but in between the harvestings up to when it gets to Elder, it will drop a seed or two. So that's why I actually started out with 4, and that's how I got this many. And then plus I also, just to make it look a little cute, instead of like putting another plot down on the floor, what I did was I bought these enchanted pots. So because they do like the enchanted pots as well. I like the enchanted pots a little bit better. For some reason, for me, they seem to grow a lot faster when they're in the enchanted soil. So it's something, So I put one, I think it's, on this one, okay. This one I put 3 on each corner, on this one. And then over here I have 1, 2, which one is already growing. This one as well, 3, and 4. These 2 I just planted today, so that's why they're still seedlings. These I planted at the same time as the other ones, so I'm just waiting till when they get to Elder. And then to make it look a little prettier, there's actually a spell. I have it on my other character, Rosalind Pixie Blood, that is called Second Spring. And what that spell does is, you know how okay, I'll show you an example. When your plants get to Elder, this is how you can actually tell when they're ready to be harvested. And you'll get your megas or whatnot, or whatever you've planted and what they drop at. They'll actually look like this. It's that ugly kind of like translucent color, and it's not really appealing. So I actually might Second Spring this, but I have to get the spell though. The spell Second Spring, what it does is that it kind of masks the look of the Elder, and what it'll make it look like is like the actual plant. Like, say for instance, I think key limes are in the crown shop, so I can show you an example what it looks like. Yes, so it would actually make it look like that. Instead of that white translucent color thing there, it'll make it look like that. And then if you want to harvest it, it'll ask you, this is an Elder plant that's been second sprung, if are you sure you want to harvest it? And it'll give you that option. So you could actually do that with your king parsley, if you don't like that ghostly look to it, and you could just make it look young, and you could just leave it there, and it'll actually take care of the likes for the couch potatoes. But yeah, this is inside my house. Kind of like it. I got my bookcase. I finally crafted these guys. I forgot where the recipe was, and it was actually in Grizzleheim, so I put 2 on that side and 2 on this side, trying to make it, even. I got 2 planters over here. I got my koi pond, which I think hold on a second. Yeah, there it goes. You can drop the food in there, and the little koi fish comes up and jumps on it. And then I got my 2. I actually like these things. From being that I'm Storm, I gotta represent the Storm Owl. So I got 2 of those. Well, actually 3. Then I got a map. And then I got my rainbow fish, which I actually got this fish over at the fishing bundle. A really good friend of mine's had happened to be at a fishing retreat and invited me to go fishing, and I caught this little guy. I actually have a couple of them. And that's one of my other mutual friends that me and Karik are. She is Alexis, Spirit Rider. I believe she is an ice, she was saying. She's a max ice, so right now she's actually just decorating in her house right now. She said she was a little bored, so she's decorating. I think she said she was decorating her red barn farm as well, so yeah. So yeah, she's a really good friend. Then I have that, a couple of stuff, and then also, which I'm really proud of, that it took me like ages to craft, because I'm lazy like that, was my carousel. I just wish they make these things rideable, but I have it plopped right in the middle. Then I got my teddy bears from the Valentine's Day, which I'm glad they had new stuff. Although it would have been nice if they had a robe that had like hearts and stuff for the girls, and something kind of manly yet, representing Valentine's Day for the guys. I would have loved to have gotten something like that. But yeah, I think that's just about it. So, yep. Got my house all decorated, and yeah, I got my music player that I crafted from the Boxes event. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. Also, I just want to give a big thank you to the love of my life, Kark Wormblade, for making my new intro and my outro. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the outro just yet on this video, but definitely keep an eye out for it on when I get that all situated. But yeah, just a big thanks to him. And again, I'll put a link to his channel in the description bar, so definitely give a like over to him and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Definitely show some love. And I will see you guys later. Bye.